Hey, thanks for slithering in. I am Symtherin. Welcome back to my channel and to another speed build in The Sims 4. Today, we are building for another collab. We've done a couple of these so far this month, pretty much all month, really, and they've all been super fun. This one is no exception. This one has been hosted by Kev the Builder, and it is called the Back to the 80s collab. For this collab, I am here in the world of Copperdale. We had to rebuild a few of the worlds in the game, 4 in total. They are Oasis Springs, Newcrest, Delso Valley, and the Copperdale. So my thought going into this was doing something very Americanized, very middle class, very something you would see in a sitcom. If that makes sense. It makes sense in my mind, so hopefully it makes sense in yours. But my mind is sometimes a little wacky. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe you're not following along. But anyway, I digress. This collab was super fun, and I hope you guys go and check out all of the amazing and talented creators, because let me tell you, there are just so many of them, and their builds are just mind-blowing. So what you can do in order to get this save file in your game is you can follow, I just tossed my pen, I'm sorry. You can follow the link in the description to Kev the Builder's Patreon and download the save file from there. Make sure you do, and you explore the world, because gosh, it is so good. So good. Even just seeing it from like the map, it just looks so amazing. Save files are impressive, and I applaud anyone who puts one together solo or with a group of friends. So anyway, the build here, the exterior shape is already together. We are now adding some details like landscaping and fencing. We definitely really leaned into the debug menu, of course, from this pack. Copperdale comes with the high school years pack, so very 80s forward in like design and items. I feel like very art deco, except I did not go art deco with this build. I know a lot who did, so if you're into that, you got to check them out. But we are definitely figuring out the rest of that. I put like, there's not too much yard space here, but I felt like the family who lives here definitely made the most of their space. Although you can argue that behind this build, there's like, it's not part of the lot, but there is some space back there, and you can argue that that's part of this space. So if you have the tool mod, you can definitely like tool and cheat like a swing set out there or some activity, and it should be functional. So just some thoughts. I did have that thought as well, but I knew that it wouldn't really show up in Kev's save file because of the way we had to like give the tray files and stuff. But anyway, I digress. We are working on a floor plan real quick, which I'm actually surprised I did on camera. Surprise, surprise. I'm always surprising myself these days. But anyway, the yard space. I did put a little football here. I think I put a little kiddie pool from, gosh, I can't even remember which packs. It's been a minute actually since I finished building this, and now I'm sitting down to do the voiceover finally, so please forgive me. In the back, there's also a little bit of like a stoop. I'm calling it a stoop because it's not a full porch. There's like 2 stoops here in the front, 1 in the back. But back there is some seating and a grill and stuff, because I feel like that would be pretty common in a middle-class family home. So we are just now getting all of these windows and the rest of the landscaping and stuff done. The interior is pretty simple. We do have a full garage that you could convert into another bedroom, which I almost did, but I left it as a garage. And as is, it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. Very cute and like cozy kind of vibe, especially in the kitchen, in my opinion, and the living room, but we can get there pretty soon. I feel like I'm so out of practice here. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing pretty well. I hope your games aren't broken anymore, because I know they were for a little while. Oh, I did put this water balloon bucket here by the car, thinking like maybe the dad or the kids or something like wash the car and stuff. And I had to put hopscotch. I just had to. Like, I really wanted this to feel very lived in, and like kids lived here and they played outside and they had fun, and the yard's maybe a little overgrown and not as tamed as it could be. That was my thought process anyway. Anyway, like I was saying, I hope your games are no longer broken. I actually haven't opened my game in a hot minute, at least since the last hot fix patch update thing. So, fingers crossed we're good, but I wasn't really having too many issues before that, luckily. Knock on some wood. I can't wait to get back in and build. Actually, it's been itching me inside. But anyway, here we are in the kitchen. We are in the interiors, and I had a ton of reference pictures and inspo pictures, especially on Pinterest, for both exterior and interior. And there is like this kitchen with the white tile definitely stood out to me. It was very traditional, very homey, very similar feel to my grandparents' kitchen growing up. Like, I have vivid memories of it because that was like the hub of the home, you know? The heart is in the kitchen, as they say. But we wanted to make sure that this one is very cluttered and very welcoming. We do have a door leading to the front and to the back here, so we have plenty of like entrance exit spaces, which I actually really liked and found a little bit challenging. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Now we're kind of like finagling with these counter or cabinet things because wall heights and, you know, fun stuff. Sizing them up, sizing them down, raising them up a little bit. Really just trying to make it fit, to make it look like, I don't know, it's not awkward. We also put a little shelf here connecting two of the cabinets. I saw this in the inspiration picture, and up there it had some clutter. So we go ahead and make sure we put some of that there, which you'll see in a little bit. And what else is in this kitchen? It's really not much. It's really tiny. There's a bit of an island, and there is a small like dining table. I guess you can more call it a breakfast table because I put a full dining table out in the main living space. So there's that. But we ended up going with this plaid like wallpaper. I think it's a base game one actually. And then I wanted to make sure there were plenty of flowers and greenery because you know me, I love my plants. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing freaking awesome. It is March, and by the time you're seeing this video, my birthday will have already passed. So, because it was my birthday, if you guys can like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, that would be awesome. Like, I don't know, that would be the best birthday present ever. Anyway, there is technically no family living here in the save file, but I imagine the family living here would be probably your typical two-parent family and two boys. At least that's what I pictured, but gender can definitely fluctuate. It can be whatever. Whatever you choose for your gameplay. And I don't know, it was really fun. The bedroom is one kid and one like toddler bed, I believe, but I feel like I'm getting a little ahead of myself there. So we'll get to that a little more later. Right now, we got all of our basic kitchen clutter out. Paper towels, cookie jar, salt and pepper shaker, more greenery, the knife block. I always forget about the knife block. Always. I also put a coffee maker here because, I mean, that's important. That's important to life. Coffee makes life bearable. Let me know in the comments below. Are you a coffee drinker, or do you prefer tea, or do you prefer something else? I'm curious. My boyfriend prefers juice. Which, I mean, I like juice, but not the way he does. He could drink a lot of juice if it's available. He'll probably forget water if juice was always around. So, if there's something like that for you, what is it? Tell me. I'm curious. Anyway, we are definitely pulling out a lot of things from the Everyday Clutter kit. What is hilarious is I pull out this sconce lighting from Realm of Magic, and I mean, I thought it looked so cool. I really like the decorative, like, design and detailing on it, and it felt very 80s to me. In my opinion, it did anyway. And then I went into live mode to take like screenshots and video tour and all that good stuff. And then I was like, oh, there's like a big old blue flame coming out of these lights. Yikes. Definitely not very middle class American typical family, unless, I mean, we're not in the Wizarding World for this. So so that was a little weird. So I switched them out for some base game ones, and you'll see that a little later on. I really liked cluttering up this little corner here with this shelf from, I think that's Eco Lifestyle shelf, and then the cereal box from Outdoor Retreat. I really like that touch because I just imagined like one of the kids sitting here at the table before school eating their cereal and like playing the game on the back of the cereal box, because that's what I used to always love doing. Heck, that's what I still love doing whenever I do get a cereal box. I think Lucky Charms had like a St. Patrick's thing, like theme. They had like the green clovers marshmallows and stuff. And I grabbed a box of that, and I was eating a bowl, and on the back you can like set a trap for a leprechaun, and I'm sorry, I had so much fun with it. But see, I also had a pizza, or like a frozen pizza from the store that did something similar, and on the back it literally had a mustache that you can cut out and like use and just like play around with. And I don't know, like, guys, I know I just had a birthday, but I always forget how old I am. Like I'm not 30 plus years old, and I swear it's hilarious. But okay, on to the living room. Anyway, we definitely wanted to put a lot of clutter here, and a lot of my inspiration pictures had like these built-in features, like with bookshelves, and that's where the TV and stuff would go. So we are utilizing the Book Nook kit with these base game cabinets that I turned around so that you don't see like the handle, so it's just kind of like the woodwork, you know. And I actually really like how this came out. It was super fun. We're just trying to find the right wood tone here, which I think we probably stick with this. So behind there, I think I put a mirror. I think I keep this one, and then we definitely clutter up this ledge. We pull out one of these TVs. Definitely very old, but not as old as some of the other TV options we have. So I felt like it was kind of perfect. And some more greenery. Definitely another plant here. Trying to think what else. A radio. I wish we had something more 80s, like with a cassette tape. Guys, I love cassette tapes. Seriously. Even though I was like a CD girl. But I just think they're cool. But I also like vinyl records too. I do have a few of those. I think I've mentioned that on this channel before too. When we got the Modern Lux kit and we got the little vinyl record piece. That was cool. We got some board games because I feel like that is very important, especially in a family house. You need some board games. And here I'm pulling out some like statue thing from the Crystal Creations kit because I finished this right after that kit came out. So, which feels like forever ago, actually. Wow. That was a long time, wasn't it? But I don't know. I thought that was kind of cute to have here. And we're just looking for some random clutter because I feel like when I think of middle class 80s, especially in America, there's clutter, there's different like collectibles, figurines were big. I knew a ton of people who just had like hutches with figurines, like, and I honestly love that because depending on like the family, maybe they were like Disney themed or they were just like dolphins. Oh god, I remember the dolphin ones. Wow, I'm having like a flashback here, like the dolphin glass figurines. And horses and unicorns and all that good stuff. Like that was big. Maybe it was more 90s, but I feel like there was probably some overlap. There had to be, because there's no way you just wake up and just have a bunch of those, right? There's no way. That's crazy. Anyway, here in the entranceway, we are just adding a picture. We've got a coat rack, umbrella rack. I'm toying with the idea of like a height chart, but I couldn't find one that really said fit for the family, at least from my mind anyway. Yeah. I also took a lot of inspiration actually from like my aunt's house growing up. My cousins were 80s kids, so I think that tracks. I was like, what would be in their house? What would make sense? Because that's probably what the vibe would have been, you know? So lots of inspiration from real life and Pinterest. Thank you, Pinterest. What else? Here is a little hallway where you can enter either bedroom or the bathroom. So there's that. It's very convenient right off of the living space and the dining space. But I wanted to make sure we had these like frilly curtains because I know that was a very common thing. Floral patterns were pretty common. It looks like I changed the wallpaper again. But here we are using, I think those chairs might be from Get Famous. I believe so. And then that table is from Dream Home Decorator. And I felt like they fit pretty well. So we're just getting some clutter there. And we have a nice fireplace. So I don't know. I think it would be very cozy to sit here and have some dinner with the family. I propped open the door to the kitchen. So I thought that was kind of a cool touch too. It's been a while since I've done that trick actually. I believe I did that off camera, but I did that with the help of the T.O.O.L mod. And what really I did, I can try to explain it, is first you put like you build a wall on a diagonal, you put the door there, delete the wall, and then select the door with the T.O.O.L mod and just alt click until you get it in the place that you're happy with. And then you have a door that looks like it's propped open. So, I mean, it looks kind of silly sometimes if you ignore the fact that there's a door frame still around the actual door, but that's where the archway comes in to kind of give you that illusion. Here I found another place to put some kind of surface so that I can add some more clutter. I really like how the clutter came out in this build. I'm very happy with it. Let me know what you guys think. What's your favorite room so far? You can wait till the end of the video and tell me when you see like the bedrooms and stuff, which we are going to start in just a second. But like I mentioned, we actually do have a garage, and there's actually a funny story about that because I thought I finished building the build, and I went to start taking screenshots, and I went to the garage and I said, oh, this is empty. Whoops. I totally forgot about that side of the house because I went this way, and yeah, that's my bad. So before I really did anything else, I had to go and decorate that. But I can tell you what's in there while we're decorating the parents' bedroom here. In the garage, we have a laundry space, a fish tank, and was it a ping pong table? Yep, that's what it is. I always want to say like a foosball. No, not the foosball. A billiards table? What is that? What is that game? A pool table. That's exactly what I'm thinking about. But we don't have that in The Sims 4, which is such a bummer. You know, I would have been really happy with that if we got that as an SDX drop for like the Sims anniversary a little while back. I mean, it's better than a hot tub, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. But anyway, here we are in the bedroom. It's coming along. We definitely work with some layered curtains here, which I think adds to just the overall vibe of this room, making it extra cozy. I was definitely inspired by my aunt's bedroom, which is kind of funny, but like that memory came to me out of nowhere. You'll see I merge a mirror with a dresser because she had one of those, and I always thought that was pretty cool. So you'll see that in just a second, but we definitely have carpeting in these bedrooms as well. most of this house is wood floor, but the bedrooms are carpeted. That's pretty common, I feel like, in a home in the 80s. So I thought that was pretty cool. Here we're going to pull out a dresser, adding more dream home, not dream home decorator. That is high school years. But here is where I merge those, and we're getting more fire sconces that are later going to be changed, and just some more clutter. But next we're actually going to move on to the kids' bedroom, which I actually thought came out pretty good. Like I said, it's for one kid and one toddler, but you can definitely switch that up as you see fit. That's definitely fine by me. I won't feel offended. In an inspiration picture, I saw the bedroom had like this built-in kind of thing next to the bed. It didn't look like cabinetry, but it just looked like an extension of the wall. But I actually kind of really like that, so that's what we're doing here. And it was so fun actually doing this because I imagine the older kid is probably he's maybe leaving childhood, if that makes sense. Maybe like preteen. I feel like I do that a lot because I don't know. We have some kids decor here, but not too much. It shows when we get into like the toddler side of the bedroom, but we definitely wanted to make this cluttered. We got a little giraffe here sized down, which I thought was kind of cute. I think we put some more toys here. Marbles. I put the marble jar here as well, and some like storage baskets. Just something I think the kid would like to have next to their bed. I mean, I used to have a ton of stuff near my bed. Like, I always wanted my books in reach and my laptop when I did get a laptop in reach, and honestly anything I needed. A TV remote was very important. That was very important. I had a TV in my bedroom, and probably not the best idea, to be honest, because for the longest time I was very reliant on like going to sleep with the TV on. I've since almost gotten out of that. There are still some times where I'm like, oh, it's too quiet, I need a TV. But I used to like wake up in the middle of the night to like infomercials, and I wouldn't change that for the world. It's so nostalgic, and I mean, I can probably sing a lot of those infomercial jingles and stuff these days, but it is what it is. Here we're picking out a dresser. They probably share this dresser. Although there are some drawers there by the kid's bed, so maybe you can like imagine his clothes are in there or something, or under the bed. But we get a stereo, a toy box, definitely a lot of toys. We get this one pulled out from the werewolves pack, which is super cute. He's like a little yeti or werewolf, whatever you want to call him. Probably more werewolf than yeti. I forget what it's actually called in game. Please forgive me. I really liked putting this little hamper guy on top of the dresser. I thought that was cute. I also get like that shelf with trophies, thinking that maybe the kids are very active in sports and they get their participation trophies. And wow, I lied. I thought I did this off camera. So, surprise, here's the garage for you with the fish tank and the ping pong table. And then over in this corner is the little laundry nook. As you can see, the second bathroom is over here in the garage. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. So, you do have to walk through the garage to get to that bathroom, but I think it gives it personality, you know? And then here we're kind of like trying to make some custom like little shelving separator thing that I feel like makes a little sense. And we put some laundry clutter there, like laundry baskets and dish detergent, and I switch out that other shelf from Eco Lifestyle to this one from the Horse Ranch pack, which has all the towels and more linen and things, which makes sense for a laundry space. They definitely use this more for storage and, you know, recreation than they do for their own car, which I feel like in some garages is pretty common. But anyway, that's a wrap on the video. Thank you guys for joining me today and checking this one out. Don't forget to go and check out all of the other great builds by following the hashtag The Sims 4, not The Sims 4, just back to the 80s, I think, is the hashtag. It'll be in the title of this video and the description. And don't forget you can download the save file as well. That's going to be linked down below. And thanks again. If you liked it, hit that big thumbs up button. Comment, subscribe, do all the things. Bye!